have a full house today. We have Miss Ramos and her son Nate here, and she's going to start us off today with our read aloud.
I'm going to read How I Became a Pirate by Melinda Long and David Shannon. It's one of his favorite books. We read it all the time before he goes to bed. Okay? Pirates have green teeth when they have any teeth at all. I know about pirates because one day when I was at the beach building a sandcastle and minding my own business, a pirate ship sailed into view. I knew what it was because it had a flag and a skull and crossbones on it, and because I could hear the pirates singing, "Hey ho, blow the man down." They were a little off key. I tried to tell Dad, but he was busy setting up the beach umbrella. I tried to tell Mom, but she was busy slathering my baby sister with sunblock. So I went back to my sandcastle, but I kept an eye on the pirates. By then, they were rowing to shore.
Hey, where's the guy's face?
Only his legs, no face. When they landed, the head pirate climbed out of the boat and yelled, "Ahoy there, matey! Be this the Spanish Main?" "No," I said. "This is North Beach." "Shiver me timbers," the pirate said. "We must have taken a wrong turn at Bora Bora."
Hey, you can see your face for sure.
It's all right, buddy. He walked around my sandcastle. He looked at the moat, then yelled back to his crew, "He's a digger, he is, and a good one to boot. A good one to boot." The others agreed. "What be your name, matey?" the head pirate asked. Jeremy Jacob, sir," I told him. "Well, Jeremy Jacob," he said, "you're looking at Braidbeard and his crew. We've been needing a digger like yourself. We've a chest of treasure to bury." "Aye, treasure!" the others shouted. "You're coming with us," Braidbeard told me. I didn't think Mom and Dad would mind as long as I got back in time for soccer practice the next day. That's how I became a pirate. As soon as we were on board, Braidbeard showed me the chest of gold and jewels. "Got to find a safe place for this here treasure. It's high time we're off," he announced. "We're off," we all shouted, and then we set sail. There was plenty to do on board. The pirates taught me to sing sea chanties, the louder the better, and to say real pirate stuff like landlubber and scurvy dog. By dinner time, I could speak pirate perfectly. I also learned pirate manners. Braidbeard pounded his fist on the table and yelled, "Down the hatch, me laddies! Down the hatch!" we all shouted.
Hey, what does that mean?
Braidbeard gulped his food and said, "Hand over the meat! The meat!" we all roared. Nobody told us to finish our spinach, there wasn't any, or to chew up our carrots, they weren't allowed on board. We talked with our mouths full and nobody said please or thank you.
Because pirates don't say please or thank you.
Yeah, that's not good.
They're a little rude. After dinner, I tried to teach the pirates to play soccer. Braidbeard kicked the ball and yelled, "Arg, soccer! Arg, soccer!" the crew yelled. Then everybody dove for the ball at once, and it rolled right off deck. "After it, my hearties," Braidbeard commanded. "After it?" we all whispered. We fought over who would get the ball, but it didn't matter anyway, because a shark came along and swallowed it in one gulp. So much for soccer.
He eats more balls.
By now, it was past my bedtime, but nobody tells pirates to go to bed, to take a bath, or to brush their teeth. Ugh. Maybe that's why their teeth are green. Pirates sleep with one eye open, just in case, and they don't change into pajamas unless they want to. Pirates don't do anything they don't want to, except for maybe swabbing the decks. I wanted to be a pirate forever. But then I find out what else pirates don't do. When I couldn't stay awake any longer, I asked Braidbeard to tuck me in and read me a story. Tuck you in?
Pirates don't do that.
Tuck you in, he bellowed. Pirates don't tuck. No tucking, the crew cried. And the only thing they had to read was a map. Don't you have any books? I asked. Braidbeard looked confused. Books? I didn't even bother to ask about a good night kiss.
Yeah, he wants a book to be read.
No good night kiss either.
A pirate, like a radio.
It wasn't easy to fall asleep without a story, but I was finally dozing off when a storm broke. Thunder boomed and lightning flashed. I tried to hide under the covers as waves slammed up against the ship, but I kept falling out of my hammock. I couldn't find anyone in the cabin. They were all on deck. Lower the sails, Braidbeard shouted. Batten down the hatches. Everybody ran around yelling and lowering and battening. Nobody had time to sit close and tell me it would be over soon. Nobody even noticed me. I decided that I didn't want to be a pirate after all. Just then, flash, crash, crack. Lightning hit the mast and split it right down the middle. What'll we do now? Yelled one of the pirates. We'll have to turn back, cried another. But the treasure, hollered Braidbeard. Where will we bury the treasure? I stepped forward. Maybe I can help. I shouted over the wind. I think I know a perfect digging spot. When the storm was over, we rowed back to shore and buried the chest. We drew a map so we could find the treasure again, but I don't think I'll need it.
Hey, that's a house map.
Ooh, a treasure map.
Hey, that's a house map.
Oh, house map?
Ow! What?
After that, the pirates repaired the ship and got ready to set sail. Before they left, Braidbeard handed me a flag and said, "You make a fine pirate, Jeremy Jacob. Guard that treasure well. We'll be back to get it soon enough." Soon enough, the crew repeated. And if you ever need us, Braidbeard added, just run the Jolly Roger right up yonder pole. Up yonder pole, the other shouted, and maybe I will, but not today.
Wait.
I have soccer practice. All done. I hope you like the book as much as Nate liked the book. And my dog.
And it's perfect to go
Her
along
name is
with...
Sookie.
Hey, Sookie. It's good to go along with Peter Pan 2 that we just read with Captain Hook. And we also talked about scurvy in class. So if you remember what that is, you can tell your parents. But we're going to move on to the math question of the day today.
All right, get your brain ready for a little subtraction. What is 730 minus 274?
You guys can answer it down below in the comments or write it on your paper to turn in when you get back to class, along with the science social studies question of the day.
And here, going along a little bit with our travel partner right here, is name 3 of the European explorers. You don't got to name them all. I know we talked about a lot, but pick 3 that you remember and tell Miss Moellering their name.
So you can put those in the comments too, or write them on your paper and turn them in when we get back to school. Before we go, I did hear one little fact from Miss Ramos. She said her class has been logging into all sorts of websites like Conceptua and Typing Club and Prodigy and Zern and ReadWorks. I checked and I haven't seen very many of you logging in at all. So something she does that I'm going to steal is that I'm going to do some shout outs on here. If I see you logging in, I'm going to shout you out on here, and it might be worth some extra tickets too, because you guys know we're supposed to be getting on those websites daily. So please jump on there so I can shout you out And so we can beat Miss Ramos's class at getting online.
I think we might win though.
So we need to fix that, guys. And thank you, Miss Ramos and Nate, for coming on today. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Say bye, Nate.
Bye.